We turned this basement into a guest room, and this is how it started. So, this was our basement. This is how it looked before. Since we wanted 2 bathrooms, we gave up our old guest room and decided to create a new one down here. That's how this whole renovation started. Unfortunately, we didn't film the very beginning, so I'll walk you through it. The pipes were one of the first things we had to deal with. Some of them were cut and built into the wall, so they're no longer visible in the room. They continue into the next space, but here we managed to hide them and free up more room. The walls were uneven, with different colors of paint, and the bricks were visible. That's how they looked before we started working on them. After that, we applied insulation, 3 centimeters of foam board for warmth, reinforcing mesh for strength, and plaster for a solid and moisture-protected surface. We decided to put wooden paneling on the ceiling because it looks cozier and it's easy to install. Between the paneling and the ceiling, we left the water pipes. They don't take up much space and didn't need to be moved. Then it was time to get the room ready for work so I could move on with the next steps. The old window wasn't in great condition, so we decided it was time for an upgrade. We chose a new double-glazed window to improve insulation and make the space more comfortable. Once the foam had fully expanded and dried, I trimmed off the excess around the window. After that, I started working on the frame, adding insulation, filling all the gaps, and shaping everything to get clean edges. It also took a few layers to get that smooth, finished look. After that, it was sanding time. My husband stepped in and smoothed out the walls, preparing them for the next layers of plaster that I applied afterward. So yeah, teamwork at its finest. I took over again, cleaning all the dust off the walls and starting to apply the plaster, layer by layer, until everything became smooth. There are still some pipes here that haven't been hidden yet. My husband made a box from XPS to cover them, but the corner he made wasn't perfect, so I had to spend a bit more time on it. It took several layers and some patience, but in the end everything came together nice and smooth. And this is how the room looks after all that work. It's been a long process, but it's really starting to come together. Now all that's left is to sand the walls and get them ready for paint. Next, it was time to work on the stair railing. I removed the old paint, which took forever, cleaned off all the dust, and got it ready for primer. And this is how the room looks at this stage. It's been a lot of work, but everything is finally ready for the next step. In the next video, we'll start painting, preparing the floor, and bringing the whole space together.